Hello again, it's Peter Judge here. I'm your Labour and Cooperative candidate for Rastrick Ward in the Calderdale Council elections on May the 2nd. Welcome back to my whistle-stop tour of Rastrick. This is part 2 and I think might be the last part. As you'll see, I'm in one of the older parts of Rastrick and I'm outside Rastrick Library. And what I want to say about that is that the Labour Council in Calderdale have done a sterling job in keeping things like libraries open wherever possible against the backdrop of national government cuts. The Tory government over the last 14 years, I think, have just cut council spending. That's your income tax, your national insurance, your VAT that they're keeping back centrally instead of giving it back to local authorities. And behind me is one of our great local surgeries. The next Labour government will start the difficult job of fixing the NHS. Now, we hear a lot about growth in the economy being needed. Well, one of the places we definitely need growth is in the NHS. Yeah, so continuing my little tour, we're in the middle of the Field Lane, what was originally a council housing estate of Rastrick. Behind me over there is the community centre, which I believe is run by Together Housing now. And one of the things I'll be doing, if elected as your local councillor, is to encourage new council house building, if that is at all possible. The Space Community Centre, another place that helps to make Rastrick a great place to live. Space, as I understand it, is run by volunteers from the local community, and it looks as if we must be here for one of their events. I think it's Friday, so I think it's their lunch club. I myself sometimes come up on a Wednesday for their Wednesday lunch club. So I know myself that it's a great little place to visit and has all sorts of activities on. Let's go back to having council housing. It worked all through the 20th century. If I remember rightly from my history lessons, after the First World War, they wanted to build houses fit for heroes, and so local councils were allowed to build houses. The same happened again after the Second World War, but a lot of council housing started to dry up in the 1980s, mainly I think because of the Conservatives bringing in the right to buy, which don't necessarily disagree that you should be able to buy your own house, but it certainly had an adverse effect on council house building. Over there is where the A643 is coming down from Rastrick, from Ainley Top. And right here is where we should be getting a new bridge to replace Anchor Bridge and take all the strain off Anchor Bridge, which I will be looking to get that pedestrianised when we get this bridge. It's thanks to the Labour Mayor, Tracy Brabin, and West Yorkshire Combined Authority, who have bid for monies under what is called the A641 corridor improvement. I will be continuing to tirelessly campaign to get this bridge built, and let's finally get Bring Road done. Let's get Brighouse Ring Road, another piece in the jigsaw of Brighouse Ring Road. Thank you. Well, I think this is the most fun you can have in Rastrick. I'm down at Car Green Park. The most fun you can have whether you're 7, 17 or 70. So while we're down here we go. Vote Labour!